welcome to the Crazy Sock Lady YouTube channel. My name is Kayla and this is where I share all about my making adventures. Today I have knitting and crochet to share with you, and I have quite a bit of it. I have gotten a lot done. I am feeling so inspired and excited about all of my making, so I can't wait to share it with y'all. I hope you have something to sip on, something to work on. I just have water today. Nothing exciting. Eric's out running some errands, so I'm secretly hoping he comes home with some coffee from Dunkin', but we will see. But yes, lots to share with you today. This is episode 256. It is November 27th. Somehow it is November 27th. It is 9:51 a.m. Anything else here right off the top? You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as The Crazy Sock Lady, and I will have links right down below this video in the description box for everywhere that you can find me. Links to my Instagram, my Ravelry. I am most active on Instagram. There'll be links to project pages down below, any shops that I talk about. All of that will be right down there for you. It is Wednesday today. I am recording a day early because tomorrow is Thanksgiving here in the States. So if you are here in the States, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving because this will actually be going up Friday, so the day after Thanksgiving. But yes, since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, I thought I would go ahead and record today and then still just put it up on Friday like normal. So yeah, recording a day earlier than I normally do. We have a pretty chill Thanksgiving planned. We will just be here at the house, just me, Eric, and the boys. I'm excited about it. Part of me is also like, I'm really trying to soak everything in because this could be Austin's last Thanksgiving, Christmas living under our roof. Yeah, who knows what his plans, where he has plans, but who knows where those will take him after high school graduation this spring. So I am really, as a mom of an 18-year-old, soaking in all the holidays even more this year. But let's talk finished objects first. So I have 3. Let's do this blanket first because I have it in my lap right now. I can put it back over on the bed. So I did finish the crochet blanket that I was working on. I'll scooch back here in a minute and show you the whole thing. But this is the crochet, or no, I always say crochet. It is a crochet pattern, but it is the Rainbow Ripple Baby Blanket by Celeste Young. I used Red Heart yarn. The main color here in the center is Jade Speckle, and then the gray is just light gray. Both are Red Heart Super Saver yarns. Here you can see the whole thing. This is the second one of these that I have made. This one I started on November 5th and finished on November 21st. And I've washed both of the blankets. Don't know if you could hear that. I'm knocking things off my desk. I washed both of them. They are all ready to be, these are going to a local emergency room. I have a friend that is a nurse there, so I will be giving these to her. Don't think I'll see her this week, but I'll probably give these to her next week with a couple of hats also. And then I have a few more, I have the yarn up there. I have a few more blankets I'm going to make for her, but instead of waiting and giving her all of them at once, I'm going to go ahead and give her these so that she can go ahead and give those out. My other finished objects are socks. I finished off 2 pairs of socks in the same day. They were very, very close to being done, so they were super fast finishes. But let's see. This one, I actually think I finished this one second, but it's fine. In the grand scheme of things, it is fine. This is pair 80 for the year. I started these on November 16th and finished them on November 25th. This is Blush Yarns in the copper colorway. I did my vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars for these. US 0 2mm is what I use for 9-inch circulars. 64 stitches. Did knit 2 purl 2 ribbing for 20 rounds. 50 rounds for the leg, I believe, is what I did on these. these are for a gift. These both are for a gift, actually. The other pair I'm going to show you also. Is there anything else about these? I don't think there was. The other pair, this is Woolen Women Fibers, Mrs. Claus's Bakery. This was the yarn from their December A Woolen Yarn box. I can never remember the name of the box. A Woolen Yarn box by Woolen Women Fibers. I need to like get that in my brain. There is the tag. This was a sock set, and I did my Rhinebeck Roomies pattern for this. I love this pattern so much. It's so fun to do. It looks great in any yarn. I did use the mini that came with the sock set for the heel and the toe. This was pair 81 for the year. And I started them on November 2nd and finished them on November 25th also. 20 rounds of knit 2 purl 2 for the ribbing. I think 60 rounds for the leg. I used US 0, 2mm, because I also knit those on 9-inch circulars. All right, works in progress. I'm gonna go ahead and take these off the blockers. I have 4 here to show you. And I have a few more things I need to get started also. And I can't believe Sunday is December 1st. Oh my goodness. Advent knitting will begin. I am so excited about it. So this kind of is something I was going to talk about later too, but let's go ahead and talk about it because I'm so excited about Advent knitting. I have over here, I have 4 Advent calendars this year. First, I should say I am not doing Vlogmas. I've talked about that quite a few times, but I've still been getting questions and messages about it, and people saying they're so excited for my Vlogmas this year. But really for the past year, this whole year pretty much, I've been saying I'm not doing Vlogmas this year, and I'm still, that's still how it is. I am just taking this year to, there's no other reason for it. I love doing it. But I'm just taking this year to spend time with family. It can become such a, oh, I gotta grab my camera and record that, or oh, I didn't grab my camera and record that. And it's a daily, everyday thing. And then having to spend the time to edit and really put the time into it to make them how I want them to be. I'm not gonna do that this year. I'm just going to focus on family. My boys and my husband, they really do not want to be in videos. They do not want to be on social media like that. And I fully respect their decision surrounding that. And I want to honor that decision also. So I'm not going to include them. So then it kind of becomes like, what am I recording? So yeah, I'm just not going to do it this year. Maybe next year I'll do it. Maybe the year after. Who knows what the future will hold. But this year, I am not doing Vlogmas, and I am fully okay with that decision. I'm going to focus on spending time with family. I will probably get so much more knitting done because I won't be worried about recording things and setting up the camera and editing things and all the behind the scenes work that comes with doing something as big as Vlogmas. So yes, no Vlogmas this year. There are, gosh, I think, how many years have I done this? Are there like 8 years of Vlogmas? 7? I don't even know how many years, but there's a lot of backlogs of Vlogmas you could go watch if you really want to. But I will also be posting on Instagram stories. I generally post throughout the day anyways. Most days, some days not a lot, some days there is a lot. But yes, you can follow me on Instagram if you do not already and you want to see snippets of my day throughout December. I will be sharing what I'm working on. It'll kind of be a Vlogmas, not Vlogmas. I don't know what it's going to look like really, but I'll be sharing what I'm working on. I will be sharing my Advent calendars. I will not do any spoilers, so don't be concerned about that. I will be posting either like black and white photo or posting it the day after. I'm not entirely sure, but I will never post any spoilers because because I've had things spoiled like that when it comes to advent calendars, and it's always a bummer when you hop on there and you see someone's already posted the advent, but you've been busy and you haven't been able to open yours yet. So yeah, I will not do any spoilers, but I will post on my Instagram stories. Trying to think what else I was going to say surrounding that. I will save them to a highlight. That's the plan anyways. So I'll do like Vlogmas week 1 is what I'll put as the highlight thing. And do the first week of December highlights on there. So still be, I mean, I know not everybody is on Instagram and it's definitely not going to look the same. But you can still see things on my Instagram stories. It's just a fast, easy way. I can pick up my phone, post a little snippet, post a picture, and it's not that much different than what I do on a normal day, and there's no editing and all the behind the scenes stuff. So yes, I think that was all I was gonna say about Vlogmas. I do have 4 advent calendars this year. So I purchased the Polka Dot Creek Canadian Yarn Dyers advent calendar. I've had that, I think this is the 3rd year in a row that I've gotten it. This year is elf themed. So I will have that one that I'm opening. I also purchased the Leap of Faith Advent. This is my first year getting Leap of Faith Advent, and I'm so excited to open that one. And then I was so sweetly gifted a Charming You Advent and a Blush Yarns Advent. And I'm so excited about those as well. So yeah, those are the 4 that I will be opening throughout December. My plan initially with them is to add them to my DK Cozy Memories blanket. I started that last year and added my advents into that. So that's kind of my initial plan with them. I haven't pulled that out. I haven't had it out since December of last year, I think. So I'm not sure size-wise what it's looking like. I don't remember. And I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the leftovers. I'm kind of thinking Battenberg style blanket. I was watching some of the videos yesterday, and I think I'm going to tweak some things about the pattern if that is what I do with the leftovers for my advents, but that's not something I'm going to work on in December. So you can see me open them on Instagram. You can see my DK Cozy Memories there, and then I'll decide what to do with the leftovers at a later time. All right, I got off track there. Works in progress. Let's talk about these because these are almost done. So these are in a bag from Midwest Stitches. These are my November Yarnable socks. These are for my son Wyatt. Oh, they're so pretty. This yarn has just worked up so fun. I am doing these on 9-inch circulars. US 0, 2mm, 64 stitches is what I do for Wyatt. These I did a little longer because I was at first going to make them for me. So I did the cuff and the leg a little longer because I like mine a little longer. So I did 25 rounds of knit 2 purl 2 ribbing for the cuff, 60 rounds for the leg. But Wyatt he'll still love them. Just followed my vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars pattern for these. So they just need the toes. That's it. Both socks are ready. I will hopefully get the toes done on these today. I keep having people ask if I'm going to make it to 100 socks for the year, and there's no way. That would be nuts. But there's only 1 month left, and I don't think there's any way. That'll be pair 82 when I finish that, but there's no way I can knit that many socks. I don't think I could ever make it to 100 in a year. Maybe I could, but I don't think that I could. I don't think I would. Unless that was, which that is kind of all that I do, but I do knit other things, crochet other things also. Yeah, I just don't think I could ever make that unless all I worked on was socks for the whole year. Which maybe that is what I should do and put a dent in the yarn cabinet back here. Okay, I have to pause for a minute because Eric came home from running some errands, and he brought me an iced coffee. I've got Some iced coffee from Dunkin'. It is my favorite. He also brought some of the glazed chocolate munchkins too. I love those. But this, I thought I would show this because I did this crochet cup cozy. I showed this when I did it a while back. Nikki of Avery Lane Creations has a pattern. There are a ton of different patterns online, but she has a pattern that looks like it is the exact same thing that I did. So I will link that down below because so many of you ask what pattern this was or what if I knew of a pattern you could follow. I will link Nikki's pattern down below. All right. I am fueled with donuts and iced coffee now. I don't know that I needed it because just have lots of energy today apparently. Okay. What were we talking about? Had I showed you? I showed you the Yarnable socks. Okay. It is one of those mornings. My camera was full, my card. All right, and then I started recording and I was not actually recording and the camera shut off. But I'm working on a Musselburgh hat. So I've tried to say twice now. I'm working on a Musselburgh hat. This is in a bag from Barley Pearls. And I'm using Mountain Sage Fiber Co. Twinkling Lights color. I think I have about 4 inches left on this hat. I measured this morning and I'm pretty sure it was 4 inches. Already forgotten. So pretty. This yarn is gorgeous. It's making the most beautiful hat. I might keep this one. I might keep this one. I was gonna say, I don't know who it's going to, but I might keep it. I love it so much. So I'm doing the adult medium, following the pattern as far as length and all of that. When I cast on, I did just cast on the amount of starting stitches that it says, and then I split for magic loop, just half the stitches on the front needle, half the stitches on the back needle, and then started in with the instructions for the increases. For the increases, I did just do knit front back instead of make one left, make one right. Looks good to me. I'm trying to think if there was anything else. After I finished all of the increases, I did switch it over to 16-inch circulars. I'm using a US 2.5 3mm for fingering weight yarn. That's what I always use for this hat pattern. So yeah, just working along on that. That's been what I work on. Sometimes when I do my Bible recap in the morning, I will grab my knitting. Sometimes I take notes, sometimes I'm doing other things, but usually I'll always have that there in case I feel like it's a morning where I can grab that and work on that for a bit. And then I've been grabbing this if we are going out in the car and I am not driving. I grab this. These hats are just, I mean, I love sock knitting, don't get me wrong, but this, once you get past those increases, it's like you just have forever of straight knitting, and that is my favorite. Straight knitting in the round. I love it. So yeah, these are great for that. Great for having to just grab and take with you if you need some knitting. I'll be going out of town next week, so I'm hoping to have that one done and another one started so that I can take a pair of socks and a hat on the trip. I will be driving, so I won't get any car knitting, but I should have some knitting. There were just 2 birds. I'm wondering if they have a nest up there right outside the window, but they flew like right at the window. They're still flying around now. Okay, but yes, I'm hoping to have another hat going so I can take a hat and at least 1 pair of socks to work on while I am there, because I should have some knitting time while I'm on my trip. Okay, another pair of socks. I just started these yesterday. This is in a bag from 3bytheseadesigns, which super exciting news about this bag. I got this last year and so many of you wanted this bag, and I'm going to link their YouTube. Their shop will also be linked below, but I'm going to link their YouTube as well. because they have a video up that is all about their update that is taking place. I'm gonna check because I don't want to give you the wrong date. But all this to say, while I am looking this up, they are gonna have this fabric back. I think on different sized bags too. So, the day this goes up, so hopefully you guys watch this the day it goes up. It'll be Friday, November 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get over there and grab one if you wanted one. I was so excited when I saw this back because I know so many of you wanted to get this bag. It is one of my favorites. I love their bags. The size, the shape, such good quality. And then this fabric, the kind of vintage, oh, it's so good. I feel like this is Mrs. Claus's kitchen or something. Is the fabric? I can't remember now. It doesn't really matter, but it is just so sweet. And the inside fabric is so sweet too. I would love a bag like the outside, this fabric also. I think it is just so gorgeous. So yes, the day this goes up. Hopefully you guys have seen this. They also have so many other good things in their update. I was watching their update video and just, if some of the things I'm like, I think I already have that. I think I already have that. Maybe I want this. Maybe I want that. And then they got to they're going to have a nativity, Night Divine, I think is the collection name. And the bags have like a nativity scene on them. Oh, and the fabric and the yarns are so good. I can't decide what I want. It's probably just going to be a get on there. For sure I want the bag. What yarns can I get in the collection? Because I know their updates could go pretty fast. So I will be right there with y'all at 8 p.m. buying some Night Divine stuff, hopefully. Or trying to anyways. But yes, check out their shop. I know so many of you wanted this bag last year when I showed it, and it's still one of my favorites. This is, other than the Nutcracker bag, which I just got this year, the Barley Pearls gifted me that. This is the first one I grabbed when I pulled my Christmas bags out because it's so good. All right, anyways, in here, I have a new sock cast on. I cast these on yesterday. So the Yarnable socks I've been working on the treadmill, and I knew that I would not have enough treadmill knitting for my hour walk today on those socks as far as the foot goes. I could have worked on the toes, but I don't want to finish a toe and have to Kitchener it and all the things. So I just, when I get them to that point, they are no longer treadmill knitting and I finish them off of the treadmill. So I started some of the Knit Picks Felici that I got. I saw Jilly, mom of 6 stitches, start this, and I had to start it as well. This is the Buddy colorway, Knit Picks Felici. I did check this morning, which it could be long gone by the time this goes up on Friday. This was still in stock, but it was low stock. So I don't know that they still have it, but I will have a link for them down below. But I have both socks going. So I got the cuffs done yesterday. And then this morning on the treadmill, I did that bit. Love them. These will be for Wyatt. I wasn't sure that he would want them, but I asked him and he said yes, he would like these. Just doing vanilla socks, 9-inch circulars, 20 rounds of knit 2 purl 2 ribbing for the cuff. I did do the trick for the cuff. You can see the color changes are very crisp and clean. There's no purl bumps pulling through with the old color. So to do that, when you reach a color change, you just knit all the way around. And it doesn't matter, like it doesn't have to be at the beginning of the round. Say I change to this color like right here. I would just start knitting. Even the purl stitches, you just knit one round until you're back to where that color changed, and then you start back in with your ribbing, and it just gives it such a clean, crisp look. Not necessary, but just a little something extra. So yeah, these will be treadmill knitting for now. I don't know I was trying to decide if I'm going to do a different color for the heel. I might, maybe I'll just do like a white, a bare undyed yarn, or maybe I'll grab something, I don't know. I'm looking at my one of my scrap bins over here. I don't know, I can't decide. Maybe I won't do a color change at all, but we'll see what I end up doing. So those, I don't think there's anything else to say about those. No rush to get them done. They'll just be treadmill knitting and they will go to Wyatt when they are done. Last work in progress you guys have not seen here on YouTube. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it there. This is in a bag from Mom of Six Stitches. Scrappy fabric Christmas bag. So fun. This is one of my favorite bags. I love all of the Christmas fabrics. I love the scrappy. Love the size. It's a good bag. I have a Christmas gift in here for my husband. He asked me, I don't remember exactly when it was, but he asked for a Doctor Who scarf, and I ordered the yarn. I think it was back in like May of this year I ordered this yarn. And I finally got it started because I thought, oh gosh, you were going to do that for a Christmas gift and you have not started it. You should probably get going on that. So I did. The yarn I'm using is all Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Sport Weight. There's the tag. And here is the scarf so far. So if you are not familiar with a Doctor Who scarf, it is the show Doctor Who. It is a scarf that one of the doctors wore. This does not look identical to it. He wanted different colors. So he got on the Knit Picks website, or I got him on there, and told him, this is the yarn I'm going to use. Pick the colors that you want. So all 7 colors that he picked are in here. This color and this color look very similar, but they are different. Don't know if you'll, yeah, you can kind of tell there. Like this one's more gray, that one's got some like brown. But yes, all the colors are in here. On my Ravelry project page, I have 2 websites linked, and those have information about making a Doctor Who scarf. And I am following the counts as far as how many rows of each color. And I just kind of placed a color with the colors on there since he did not choose the same colors. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I am using a US 5 3.75 millimeter. I cast on, I think, 62 stitches. The pattern, it's not really a pattern, but the kind of, I don't know what you'd call it. The websites said, one said 60, I think, and one said 66. I went with 62 because I ran out of cast on yarn. That's all I had left. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not doing that again. This looks plenty wide enough. If you are familiar with the Doctor Who scarf, it is a very wide scarf and a very long scarf. He does not want it as long. The width is pretty similar probably. I don't know the exact measurement of it, but it's a pretty wide scarf. Lengthwise, he doesn't want it that long, which is great. Although, I don't know, I'm enjoying knitting it, so I wouldn't mind knitting it that long at all. I just probably would not have it done by Christmas. So it works out great for the fact that maybe I'll have it done by Christmas. Trying to think if there was anything else. I don't think so. I have the websites linked on there. That's kind of what I'm following, guidelines kind of for how to do it. I think it looks great. It's enjoyable. It's easy. It's mindless. It is just knitting every row. That is my favorite. Oh, all the colors. Okay, so I do have them all listed on my Ravelry page also. They're there, but this is Forest Heather, Red, Dove Heather. Just glad I picked that. If you've been here for a while, you know Dove Heather is one of my favorites. Bramble Heather. Cobblestone Heather. Turmeric. And coal. So those are the ones that he picked. And I did go on and order one more of each. That's my only concern, is that I might run out of yarn and not be able to get more in time to finish it for Christmas, because I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need, because I don't know exactly how long he's going to want it. I'm not keeping it a secret because he knew he was going to get it at some point. He picked out the yarn and I need to see if it's the length he wants. So he knows I'm making it. He's seen it. I keep showing it to him every little bit. I'm like, look, new color. Look. Yeah, I ordered more because like this one you can see, I mean, I'm pulling from the inside, so it's kind of hard to tell, but I've used a good bit of that already. I used a good bit of that. So I went ahead and ordered one more of each. I don't want to order too much because I don't want to have a ton of extra. So I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, if I would run out of yarn and it's not done for me to wrap and put under the tree, it will still get done and he will still love it. And he is not the type to care in the slightest. So that's it for works in progress. I have quite a few things that I'm so excited with everything that I'm working on, and then I'm so excited about things that I want to start. I have upstairs a project bag with the yarn in it for my sister's Green Bay Packers themed socks. You'll remember the pair I did not that long ago for her husband. I now need to do her pair, and I need to get them done like that because I'll be seeing her and I would love to gift them to her in person and not have to mail them. So I need to get those going today and hopefully get them done. Once I get to the foot, they will be great treadmill knitting. Or car knitting or something. So that gives me some extra time that I can work on them also. What else do I have up there? I put in a bag my November row 1 minis, some of them. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, it looks like 4 that I pulled out that didn't really go with what I was thinking. I think they're going to be a pair for my husband, or maybe Wyatt. I'm not exactly sure. They wear the same size shoe, so I could just decide at the last minute. But I put some bare yarn in there to do heels, cuffs, and toes. And then I'm going to stripe for the leg and the foot with the 6 minis that would be left in there. And those are the 2 I put up there, but I still have so much I would love to cast on. I think it's just, I'm always so excited about my knitting, but especially this time of year when the weather shifts and it gets colder, it really makes me want to just make all the things. And I go into like this, and I do this every year. I have gifts. I have like socks that I've made throughout the year and set aside for gifts, but then there'll be somebody that I think of that I'm like, I should have made them a pair of socks. Oh my gosh, why didn't I make them a pair of socks? I should start them right now. So I'm kind of having that mindset at the moment today because I just want to cast on all the things. I still have it's over here laying on the bed, the Frogget yarns. Majority in the comments last week said to do Christmas with my Nomies. So that will be getting caked up and cast on. If not before my, to work on before my trip, because I don't know that it will. I have a few things I do want to get done before I leave. Making wise, I will cast that on and start it to take on my trip. That would be a fun thing to work on while I am out of town. All right, let's see. I did receive a few things in the mail, so let's show that. I received some charms from the Littlest Charm Co., some Progress Keepers. I will put a picture up here. It's always the easiest way to show them, and they're all sitting upstairs by where I usually sit. I think I have a few on here actually that I did not show. There's a hot cocoa. Look how cute, with marshmallows and gingerbread man on the front. And then there is a tiny little snowman. I don't know if you guys have seen the snowman before. I know this is not the first time that I've used him. He's so cute. Oh, I just love her charms. So yes, she sent me some more of her holiday charms, winter charms. And then I had ordered from Leap of Faith yarns their The Savior is Born colorway. There's their tag. And this is on their fingering weight, 75/25. And look how gorgeous. Oh, so stunning. So I ordered this, and then I also ordered, there's a project bag from Robin's Nest Knits, I think is the name of the Etsy. I'll go ahead and link that down below. I think that's the full Etsy name of the shop. But there's a project bag that goes with this. And I ordered that also. I was so glad to get them both. I had waited. I didn't order like the first time they had them listed, and then they were doing them again. And I hopped on there, and I'm so glad I was able to get the yarn and the bag. So this will for sure be, I'm not gonna be able to wait to cast this on. It's not going in the stash. I'm gonna have to cast this on this December. I might wait so that maybe it can be something I do work on like the week of Christmas or something maybe. But I can't wait to start those. Then she was so sweet, and she sent me a few yarns. This one is Wildflower Field. Her yarns are just so gorgeous, and I cannot wait to start opening the advent calendar that I got from her. This one is Be Still My Heart. So pretty. Yeah, the advent that I got from her is, I just know it's going to be so good. I can't wait. I can't wait for all of them, but that's my first year getting Leap of Faith, and I'm so excited to open that one every day. Check in my notes to see if there was anything else. I haven't really talked about reading and watching in a while. I haven't been reading quite as much. I've still been reading every night when I go to bed, but some nights I'm so tired, like when my head hits that pillow, I'm not awake for very long. So I did finally finish a book last night. I finished God in the Woods by, I think that one's by Liz Moore. It was really good. My sister-in-law recommended it, and I did really enjoy that one. I don't know what I'm starting next. I have one on there. Did I put it on my Goodreads? I think I did. The New House by Tess Stimson. I don't know if this one was recommended. I don't remember how I found this one, but I had it, I used a Libby app for the library. That's where I got God in the Woods, and then this one they had on there as well. So I got that one also. So I'm going to start that one tonight, but I just haven't been, when I've been on the treadmill, I've either been listening to a podcast or something, or watching something on YouTube. So I haven't been reading quite as much recently. Watching, when it comes to TV and what Eric and I are watching, we just finished watching, I think it's just called Martha. It's the Martha Stewart documentary on Netflix. It was very, very good. I really, really enjoyed it. Eric said it was good. He didn't enjoy it quite as much as I did, but it was very, very good. I didn't know much about her, honestly, so it was a good watch. We've been watching, or I've been watching, Eric doesn't always watch this with me, but Sister Wives, the new season, Yellowstone. We didn't watch this past Sunday, so we are like a week behind, I guess, but we've been watching that, and then the new season of Survivor. And then sometimes we'll just watch a documentary or something if we're, you know, we don't have any of those things to watch. But I don't think we've really watched any, other than the Martha Stewart, that really stick with me as something that we've watched. I can't think of anything else, so nothing that good. Well, I think that is all that I have to share today. I feel like this was a little bit longer of an episode than normal. I've been chatty all week. I don't know what's going on. I was chatty on the membership video earlier this week as well. But yes, I hope they all are doing well, and I will see you again next week. Until then, happy making and God bless. Bye.